Back to Hello on Too Hot with two hot guys. No, one, two, three. No, we have three hot guys here today in the studio. And right now we are going to talk about men's health, about men's performance. Wow,
yes.
What performance is that? And with us today in the studio, we have Dr. Muhammad Ismail Tambi,
yes,
who is also a clinical andrologist. Hello, doctor. Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, hello. Thank you so much.
How are you today?
Today?
How are you feeling today?
Yeah.
Jittery. Really
Jittery?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're talking about men's health, all men are jittery.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky because there's no girl to, the female host to host it today, because I think it will make you even more nervous, right?
Not really.
No, not really.
Not really.
I think the female host will be the one who should worry.
Right, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So, okay, we understand that you're from Damai Specialist Hospital. You're a clinical andrologist there. But let's talk about the reproductive and sexual health among males, Malaysian males here in Malaysia. Are Malaysian males slowly opening up to reveal their problems, especially to doctors such as yourself?
Okay, I think, yeah, they are. In fact, I've been in this line for quite some time now, actually, and if I were to just trace back, I can see that the younger generation are pretty open about health issues.
Yep.
They are comfortable talking about it, even to the opposite sex about it. I mean, in a gentle, subtle way. And they are open to suggestion and persuasion to see doctors. Now, but not like my generation.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are hardcore generation actually.
Still
we don't
considered
talk about
like
it.
Taboo or something.
Taboo. We don't talk about it. We always talk about how great we are. Never talk about our failures.
I see. Right. So that perception has changed.
Yeah, among the younger generation, yes.
Which is good, because at least they can detect what problems they have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What are the common problems that men would usually face?
Okay, if we would talk about men's issues, usually it revolves around their genital organ.
Okay.
I mean, after all, you're born with it.
Exactly.
It's there, looking at you and looking at it, and it's growing along with you.
Yeah.
Of course, you are living far apart. You are here, our friend is down there, something like that. And then over time, you can see a lot of changes taking place, and then you deny. You know, the self-denial. No, cannot be. I should be okay. I should be okay. Not knowing that our little fellow is really suffering until one fine day, it really shows his suffering. And then, of course, you know, the treatment, the erectile dysfunction treatment, the question of rapid ejaculation, whatever related to your organ. That's one thing. The other thing, of course, being a man. I mean, you have got that. Just now we were talking about macho.
Yeah.
I know there's always that macho, the negative element of macho. Always want to show you're strong, you're bigger, you're stronger, you're harder, that kind of stuff and all that, which is not really macho-ness. Yeah, so these are some of the issues related to men.
But doctor, talking about erectile dysfunction, you know, how do we measure if we are normal, especially for the men? As in one day, you know, how long do we have this kind of erection or something like that? Or for example, in 1 week, you know, I only erect twice for about 30 minutes. Is it normal or something? So how do we define
this? This is uncontrolled erection.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You know, just imagine, you know, like I told you just now, we are here, our brother is down there, and we don't take stock of what is happening actually.
True.
So that is what happened until then we realized that we need to look into it, and then we realized that, hey, what are the signs and symptoms, like what you were asking and all that. That shows how less we know about our organ. Yeah, so probably that is one element that need to be looked into actually, that we need to take care of ourselves and that, as well as our genital organ actually, in a way. Talking about morning erection, you know, there are so many terms they use actually. Basically, you can get that response any time of the day. Yeah, not necessarily during sexual excitement. Or when you are horny or something of the sort. But just like that, you know, just when you are talking and all of a sudden you become kind of tipsy, you want to sleep, our little brother will go up like that. You know, I mean, that is one small erection actually.
Then of course, that's considered natural.
Yeah, that's natural. At night, you will get a lot of erection, especially when you have rapid eye
Movement.
sleep. Yeah,
yeah.
the REM sleep, they call it. You're having a good sleep and suddenly zoom, it goes up.
Yep.
Then after that, it goes up again, it goes up again. Yeah, if you can make a graph of that, actually, counting of it. Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, when that thing fail, and then even when you are horny, nothing happen, then something is not right. You're not getting the actual response.
Right.
And then suddenly failure in trying to make love.
Right.
That means it's telling you something is not right.
What would be the main causes of that? Is it more towards lifestyle, diet? I think most people nowadays, they don't do that much exercise, but at the same time their food intake is also different. More carbohydrates, more sugars, more we call that MSG, more salt are in their diet nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it actually contribute to that?
Yeah, in fact, there are a long list you can talk about it, multifactorial, so many factors involved actually, beside the lifestyle, the stresses in our life.
Too,
yeah,
yes.
exactly. And then the medical problems which we are having and all that, which we are not aware of. Yes, so to say there is one specific reason, no. For all you know, at one time we talk about, diabetes, everybody knows. When you are diabetic, hell, that fellow is going to just drop dead, something like that. Or when you are having high blood pressure, when you're having cholesterol problem and whatnot and all that, it sort of tells you, hey, it's a wake-up call, man. Come on, something is definitely will not be right with your little fellow down there. You must go and see a doctor. Something like that. Or, for that matter, nothing happened to you. Healthy as I can see here, like you are. All of a sudden, one fine moment, thing didn't work out for you, and it is sort of happening all the time.
Yeah.
It means that, hey, it's high time you guys go and see a doctor.
Yeah.
Something like that. So,
it's a wake-up call.
definitely is a health issue.
Yeah.
It's not a macho issue.
Okay.
Yes, true,
Yeah.
true.
All right.
Yeah.
But for diabetes or other related diseases, it will lead to genital issues and all that. But how about workouts? I do came across a few articles saying that if we go to a workout like every day, and it will somehow affect.
Yeah, especially
size.
if you carry heavy weights
Yeah.
at all times. Does it actually affect the little
Well,
brother down
any
there?
kind of physical activity, if you were to do, you are increasing blood circulation.
Right.
And then you are also probably enhancing your testosterone,
Okay.
reducing your cholesterol, your cortisol. So basically you are distressing yourself.
Yes.
You are relaxing. And of course, when you are relaxing, you feel good, you feel happy.
Yep.
Your little brother will wake up.
They'll be happier.
Yeah.
More blood
exactly.
circulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tongkat Ali.
Yeah.
It has been known for a fact that, it helps with the male genitalia. How has the Tongkat Ali products evolved over the years?
Okay, those were the days when you heard about Tongkat Ali in the probably some old books and all that, And if you go to the kampong, you can see people carrying the stick around saying it's Tongkat Ali.
Yeah.
People don't even bother. Now, I tell you, even the small stick like that costs a lot of money.
Yes.
A lot of money now. So you can imagine how Tongkat Ali has evolved from those things which is found, people are not bothered. Now, people are running for it, looking for it. But maybe there are a lot of hype about Tongkat Ali.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of studies have been done about Tongkat Ali. One thing for sure, what it does actually, it enhances energy.
Okay.
It really energizes you when you take it. You need to take it in its water-soluble form.
Yes.
And
pure, as pure as possible.
as pure as possible, and it should not contain any additives and things like that. And then, of course, there are a lot of studies, multiple studies, clinical studies done to show that it has got a lot of benefit. It really optimizes men's health, actually, in terms of energy, strength, anti-stress, and anti-fatigue. And in fact, pro-erectile. Pro-erectile means, it enhances all this energy, substances which is required during love making, something like that. It also enhances testosterone. So these are abundance, actually. If you are talking about Tongkat Ali studies, you can just go. And we are talking about not only Tongkat Ali from Malaysia.
Yes.
That's really unique, actually.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's time for us to introduce what another topic that we're going to talk about.
I am seeing something is waving at us,
Yeah.
Yeah. So recently, we know that there is such a cream in the market that is beneficial for men's performance, especially for our genital organs. So, doctor, what do you have to say about this product?
Okay, actually it's like this, you know. When we talk about genital organ function, it is like synonymous with ourselves. You know, being a man,
yes,
it will function like what we expect actually.
Right.
Yeah. But just imagine when the organ is really important to you, and then you're not taking care of it. What happened actually? Sure enough, you know, one day it will fail.
Yes.
When the time comes, suddenly you realize it failed, and that is the time when you become berserk, you know, don't know what to do, hey, what's happening,
Which adds to your stress.
Exactly, and it becomes worse.
Yeah.
So basically what the thing is all about, actually, what we have outside are those cream or whatever thing that is supposed to enhance, supposed to make it better, bigger, harder, firmer, you name it.
Yes.
No, we don't want all that.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all negative elements. We are talking about, you know, caring, taking good care, you know, sustaining, maintaining. And, you know, you need to understand, you got a wonderful organ there. You need to nurture, you need to care, you need to develop, you need to make it nice, comfortable, ever functioning, ever ready, something like that.
Ever ready.
Ever ready.
ready.
Is the keyword.
Yes, wow.
That's the keyword. Yeah.
So another word is on the go.
On the go. On the go. Yeah.
So this Xgene is a cream that you apply.
Exactly.
How does it compare to the pills and the tablets that people usually take orally?
Okay, when you take things orally, you see one thing about Tongkat Ali, probably you might be aware that the cream which you guys are talking about actually
is
it is full of the core ingredient actually is Tongkat Ali.
Okay.
And Tongkat Ali, like we just now mentioned, is very well known. A lot of studies are being done. And of course, when you take Tongkat Ali, of course, it goes into your system. It goes into the liver. It sort of changes into so many other components, and it enhances you and all that.
Yeah.
Just imagine the study which have been done on tissues and all that shows that it is pro-erectile. Tissues, we are talking about direct to the tissues, and then it energizes the system and all that. Just imagine if that Tongkat oil were to go right into your system, directly to the point, to the tissues.
Right.
Definitely over a period of time, that tissue will be energized, will be active,
I see.
will be ever ready, something like that. So basically, what we want to portray here is caring. You got a caring cream, you got a maintenance cream, you got something to make you relate to your little brother. All this while you're far apart, now you're closer.
Wow.
Okay, so what does it do to enhance? Does it also have the same effect as taking pills, whereby it generates or actually makes your blood circulation even better?
Okay, this is very important actually. We are not talking about using a treatment, a cure.
I see.
We are talking about prevention here. We are
so
talking about maintenance, maintaining, preventing. Yeah, not when it's already occurring and then you use a cream, you can even soak in the cream also, nothing will happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. So this is preventative.
Maintenance here.
Okay.
Yes,
I
maintenance.
See. So it's not to repair, it's to prevent
No, to
and
prevent,
maintain.
yes.
That's actually good.
Wow.
How long has it been in the market?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah, but we have done studies.
Tests,
When I say we, I'm talking about myself.
Yep.
In the clinic and all that, a lot of clients here.
Any response or feedback that you have gotten from the users so far?
Yeah, based on that we were able to come out with, or rather come out with a cream actually.
Yep.
So based on the studies, based on our perceived thoughts, we thought that, hey, this Tongkat Ali is good for this and that and all that, and then based on the clinical evaluation, scientific animal studies and all, we found that this should be something worth looking into. We did a clinical evaluation. We found it is feasible for the guys. The guys feel comfortable. They say that for the first time, they have got a reason to touch their little brother. Those were the days where they don't have any reason. But now they got something, a reason for caring, taking care, maintenance. And of course, for guys who have been, all the time in communication with your little brother, they found that that is kind of active, as active as they are, something like that.
Okay. So one last question for me. Okay. So as you said, prevention is better than cure. So at what age would you encourage the men to apply this cream?
Okay, I'll tell you. The worst thing that is happening actually, guys flogging their organ. I'm talking about youngsters, masturbate. Masturbation is not really a good thing. You just imagine you're touching it, you're playing with it, you're handling it, you're abusing it.
True.
Now, rather than doing that, if you were to teach our youngsters who are growing up, knowing about their genital organs, look, give some care to the little fellow there, because you can never know in the long run, you will need it.
Of course.
So there you are. Rather than doing this, we teach our guys and say, look guys, don't do this. If you want to touch it gently.
Yes.
Maintain it. Keep it good. There you are.
Okay, so Zamil.
So,
masturbation is not always
that's not the way. But at what age can they start using the Xgene cream?
Well, if you were to ask me, I remember about myself when I was 14 years old. So you can imagine, I was old then. Not old.
No.
Yeah,
you
were
younger
ancient,
then.
very ancient. My father never teach me anything and all.
Right.
Now I tell you, I got computers, I got this, I got that. I just need to punch there. I know what the thing is all about.
Okay.
I'm telling you, masturbation is a common practice among youngsters.
That's right.
And
which is also wrong.
Which is wrong, and they need to know that little thing is important for you in the future. So rather than flogging it, why not you care it?
All right.
Care for it.
Okay.
So basically, as long as you think that you need to take care of your body, that is one part of your body which you need to take care of.
Right. Wonderful.
Do it properly.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Doctor. We thank you so much for your tips and for your appearance today in our show. Well, guys, right back, we will have a series of hot topics with you, and we're talking about artistic, as well as we'll be visiting Chef Lynn, and let's see what she has to offer today.
Yep. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
See ya later.